Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. My name is Felix, I'm the team leader of Plan B Express. I welcome you to a very special edition of Bekenet software. And why do we recommend Bekenet software for people? Number one, you're a trader, you're an experienced trader, you're a professional trader, you're a newbie, you're just struggling, you've not really seen your way out of trading. That's why we recommend Bekenet software for you. Now, this is Plan B Express community. I'm privileged to be the team lead. Now, I'm going to take you through some of the correlation and confluences we draw Bekenet software. And ask me, Felix, why are you using Bekenet software? I wish every of our community member will understand the need for their Bekenet software subscription. Why? So that they can own it and be able to wake up anytime to check when to take trade and all of that. On Sunday, that was 3 days ago when I was telling, before Sunday, last week, Friday, we had the long positions on Bitcoin here. We had a long position on Bitcoin. But prior to the time, Bekenet Software sent a signal when the market was here. All right. So this is market, this is Bitcoin overview on a daily chart. Now, so when market, of course, was having a trail here, this is the overall downtrend of Bitcoin, in the channel. Now, so Bekenet Software, in consonant, when it gave the signal, it made me to come back to look under my setting, and I saw that, oh, we're already here. And it said we should sell. Now, there was something very, very, very that I will not forget. It says that the turning point is actually at 107. It says it's at 107. And when it says 107, exactly at least above this my key level, this my weekly key level. I say, wow. And now the market was moving down as if it was not going to move. A lot of people don't pay attention to some of those signals. Now imagine on a daily time frame having gone there. Yes, you may go down to a lower time frame to check when to enter. But even if you are using daily time frame, I haven't said that you're just going to put your stop loss. Probably, let's say you enter here, your stop loss above the previous day high. And then the market continued to run down, massively continue to run down. And when you look at the market, you're able to stop loss and push as it were. Now the market run down and as if it was a play. Now we broke out of this point, of course, we got to this diagonal support and break it. Of course, we struggle around that point anyway, and then we break it nicely and hit down. Guess what happened? What happened was that it was going down towards the 107 and it got to 108, 300 or thereabout. And Bekenet software that said, oh, now we have already entered because I have a support line there on my daily key level. And then we already entered because this is like, CRT. We call it candle ring theory. Now with this, we saw this candle and then we saw an inside bar and a pin bar. So which means this is kind of like, all through the market and then a reversal pointing up to say, okay, we are going up. And now, so we entered since that Friday, all right? Friday, of course, Saturday, market not. Then when market opened properly on Sunday evening, then the market took this. So on Monday was this candle, all right? Yes, on Sunday was this candle. And on Monday, which was yesterday, was this candle, all right? And then we have Tuesday. Now, this third candle. Now, this third candle hit up to this point, which is like a rejection point. Now, for people who are early entry person will have make a lot of money because when they saw that rejection, that means it has swept out this high, both all of this point, and then we're having a kind of potential reversal. So look at it. Now, this market, even if it's not going to return back down here, what can I do? I probably could check out so this. Now, I'm going somewhere that I do not even need to stress myself with what I'm doing. Look at it now. So I probably say, okay, the market should be coming down maybe within this region. Yes, you heard me right? This can be very tempting. It can waste your time. It may not do the way you expect it and all of that. So that's why early entry is very, very important. So you can see the market may return back to 111,000 and 110,700 thereabout. Okay. Now, so what I want to show to you is this. You haven't seen this now. You can see the way the market has done, the dimension at which it's going. All right. Oh my word. I enter gold. So it's selling massively. Oh my word. And unfortunately, I do not send the signal out. How? What's going to happen now? I do not send that signal out. Oh, I do not send it out. Oh, my word. Ooh, 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 ooh. I do not send it out. Oh, come on. Anyway, it's one of those things. All right. So now, yeah. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. We're only in Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin signal was sent out. You can see the Bitcoin struggling. Okay, so now let's go. So we said this, why am I looking at Bekenet software, the unique selling point? Now let's go. Let me show you something. Let's go. I'm going to show you something very, very snap, very sweet. Pay attention. Let's go. Let me take you to Bekenet software. Let me take you to Bekenet software and why do we recommend it for people who actually really want to make results with less stress? Let me not say less effort. Yeah, you are going to put the effort, but it's going to be less stressful. That's the language I can use. Now let's go. I'm going to take you to Bekenet software. So you are going to engage, but it's going to be less stressful. It's going to be what? Less stressful. Oh my God. I love this software, guys. It's amazing. I won't lie to you. This is not hype. Anyone who had Bekenet software and refused to share to his friend, well, maybe you have some friends that, of course, what they like is hit and run. Okay. Yes, share entire screen. Okay. Okay. So there we go. We go to Bekenet software, right? Let's go there. Now I'm going to go into MT5 first to first show you what happened. Now, this is my MT5. Bekenet software this was the point at which he said the market should be sold. Up here, look at it. That was last week, not this weekend, last weekend was where he said they should sell. So that means the market was here that time. Yes. This is the point Bekenet software told us that the market was going to be selling and make a precise prediction that the market was going to go down to 107,370 something dollars. Yes, that's what Bekenet software says. Yes, you hear me right? That was what it gave to us. Okay, so Bekenet software told us this. And we say, okay, if that is the case, no problem. He told us to sell, and we sold. And he said the market was going to get to 107. Now, that's the difference between Bekenet software and those robots probably you may be using. This is purely AI that is dynamic and attend to situational issues, all right? So this is not a robot that is programmed with maybe in the indicator and all of that. This is purely this is not algorithm. This is purely AI that work with situational issues and move things like that. Now, this is what happened. We sold down. Now, when the market came down to this point, the same Bekenet software did something, which I'm still going to open because the data should still be there. The same Bekenet software did this. So it now come down, you see this black line again. He said the market refused to break below 109,115. That the market, since it refused to break below, that it's time to buy. Let everybody buy. Yes. And then we bought. And we bought. Now, mine, when I got to this previous point, I look and say, what would the market do when it get to this? Are we going to have rejection? If you check my channel, that was where my channel was. If you get rejected and return back to the zone, we may be looking for another sell. This sell, however, you need to understand that it may not necessarily go down to that previous time. Where am I targeting? Because Bekenet also make it very easy for me to enjoy my trade. So I probably may be looking at, okay, So I probably may be looking at where should I be looking at, ladies and gentlemen? Let's look at it. So let's say I'll be looking at this point here. So if I actually take fib retracement, okay, so I'll be looking at this point here, this zone, as a potential point where Bitcoin should come back to. And as if we break it, that means we're now going to go down to that former point that Bekenet software was talking about. So I will be targeting here. So selling from that up here, we already sell, right? You will see that we have a selling position, but I didn't put stake profit, even not stop loss. Now, the market, if you return from here down to this point, that's going to make a lot of sense if it now bounce. But what I'm showing to you is that the Bekenet software have given all of these things before they actually happened. Now, let's go. There are signals Bekenet software had always been giving. Let me open one now, maybe one more recent one. Say sell GBP, sell GBP, JPY, correction down. Okay, 200, yada, yada, yada. So let me take this now. GBP, all right. So let's look. The first thing you want to do, please follow me now. When he give you this signal, because he dropped this signal on your phone, on your screen. So you just tap it, it pop open this way. If it's for Forex, you tap the Forex inbuilt chart. Then you search for the name of that GBP JPY. Where are you? So you search for the name GBP JPY. You select it. See where I tapped? So I tapped here. So that to bring it up. Then after it has been brought up, the next I want to click is this load you're seeing here. So I click load so that it can select and bring up. Oh my God, this signal was sent early, we missed it. All right, so now let's go. Now I click again on settings. Look at settings here. So I click on settings. Now, I haven't clicked on settings. Sometimes you want to even ask the software, how strong is this signal? He said this signal setup is 95%. It's strong. Oh, wow. Are you serious? Yes. He says 95%. Look at it. Say it's 95%. 95%, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, if it's 95%, okay, then we are good to go. So what do we do? Since it's 95%. So we go ahead. I click on settings, so I come to click on weekly key level. Now look at the massive OJ. This thing I've been selling since yesterday because it gave signal to sell this guy since yesterday. Now look at daily key level. Oh my word. Man, for me, when you have Bekenet software, you are still stressing yourself with over analysis. I don't think it's worth it. Now, I'm going to tell us something. What you need once you come into Bekenet software, once you subscribe for Bekenet software, you just need to follow us. We put you through how to interpret all of those and pick A plus setup on Bekenet software. That's the only thing you need. That's the only thing you need. And then able to build your psychology to be patient. Because one of the things I've seen in Bekenet software, if you are the type that don't have stress, you don't want stress, you don't want to overlabor yourself, you don't want to be on your laptop 24/7 and all of that. To be very candid, you need Bekenet software. Yes, it gives you the notification on your phone. Even if you do not go to your, it's some of us probably, if you're a professional, you still have your trading view, just want to confirm some things. But let us be candid. When you take trade from a key level to another key level, such trade are stronger. It's only weekly key levels. They are stronger than when you do some kind of, because market will move from one point to the other, and then you can encounter some obstacles, and then refining that obstacle, it may get rejected at that obstacles, or face the barrier, break it, and continue the journey. These are the things we need to understand. And that's exactly you've seen here. You can see how the market moved from here, for instance. It moved from here, this point here, and what happened? Moved to this point. Okay? So what actually happened here? Maybe there's some area of interest there. And what happened? It got rejected. And now what? Moved down here. So maybe you ought to stop here. You ought to stop here. You ought to have stopped here. But it did not stop. Maybe now it could stop here, right? So that means you are going to, that's how, as simple as that the market is. If you are the one giving yourself unnecessary stress, you want to enjoy trading, look at the bigger time perspective. weekly, daily, and all of that. So when you come down to 4 hours, one, I'm not saying you should not day trade, but even in Bekenet software, when you settle down, you see the bigger picture. You cannot trade in between that point. And one of the things I have loved to see is that when you are trading, if the market is bearish, always look for selling opportunity. If the market is bullish, always look for buy opportunity. So for anyone who must have been on Bekenet and yesterday this signal was given, that is GBP JPY, and was given since yesterday. Every time as you wake up, you just look for pullback and enter again. That's exactly what you will have done. Simple. All right. So you can see how amazing this software can be. Now, let me quickly open and show you one of the things I said the Bekenet say. Let's go to what we call market overview. Now, when I go to market overview, you will see when, as at that last week, it was sell was given for Bitcoin. But this week, sell, weekly was still a sell, but daily and midday was a buy. Look at the point he said that last week. Yes, that was the point he says that last week, that point. Then, but he now gave a signal, buy, because market has refused to get to the point, he had told us to get to. So for that, go ahead and buy. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how amazing. Another thing I could do now, if I look at my other instrument, probably look at rejection zone. You can see, let's look at the GBP JPY he gave for sell. Look at it. He said 20 days, maybe as at that yesterday. Now, so let me copy this coordinate. For instance, let me go to my MT5. Okay, so let me go to my MT5 and locate what? GBP JPY. So let's locate GBP JPY. So this is GBP JPY. I come here. Okay, maybe I must have even done it, because every time you look on my chart, I'm sure it's Bekenet software. Anywhere you see all this dotted line, it's Bekenet talk. So look at where it says. Now let's go. Let's go. I'm going to go here. So let me go and check the coordinates that he gave as at that yesterday, that the market refused to break it. Just look for sell. That's what it says. So, ladies and gentlemen, can you see that point? So it was telling us as at even yesterday, even as at this morning, it was still telling you, go ahead and sell, because the market, right? The market still under pressure. And so look, imagine a sell from here. Imagine you got a sell from here. How will you feel by now? Imagine you got a sell from there. How will you feel now? And the market again now still even selling. Although somebody who now say, okay, can I still sell? Well, you have to be careful, because he has swept all of this liquidity. And then, so I want to see maybe anytime now, a reversal may be happening. But how fast do you think the reversal may happen? This thing may still sell so down much. Look at it. But where you are going to be careful is that all of this point to point to point to point like this, let's go this way. You see this point? These are liquidity, these are liquidity, these are liquidity, these are liquidity. All of these are liquidity. Then down here. So you have to be careful, anything from here to here. So you could get a bounce from there. So if it now happen that way, you are now selling. You are selling late, okay? Because you will not have breathing space to now put your stop loss. But you can see that this market is still what? Bearish. But imagine where Bekenet software have given you this, that this guy is a sell. So that means yesterday you sold, you continue moving, today it still continue moving downward as much as possible. Do you understand that? And so you can now see that, look at where ultimately you can see this is the bottom of this market here. Oh my word. So imagine if the market can sweep all of this liquidity. So for somebody who already in this market since yesterday, there's no need to be in a hurry. So you will just continue to trail the stop loss. Imagine come to this point. So, but all of these points, right, that swept this liquidity now with this one up here. So then you can see this one. So that means chances are still there that, let's look at it. Let's look at it. So chances are still there that I can come down to this point, right? Then you have another liquidity here. You have another one. So this one will move together. Another capricious one. Just like these are turning point because this is a daily candle. So that's how this software, it's so amazing. And so it gives you prompts on your phone, notification. It gives you notification, ladies and gentlemen. So I just pick few of these. Why are we so very, so let me just say, let me even just do gambling, okay? Let me do gambling. So I'm going to do gambling. That is, what is it called? GBP, JPY. Sorry. GBP, JPY. So let me do longer truth, stuff like that. Now, so if you see now, somebody who was already in the market since yesterday and he continue now, what do you think he would do? He would just go ahead and say, okay, let him go and put stop loss above this 199.602. So that means he will be looking at putting the stop loss at maybe, let's look at it. Let's look at it. Where should I put the stop loss? You want to just put it above this today candle, which is 199.7, yeah, something like that. Okay, 199.855. Okay, so I will go ahead, 199 199.855. Have a nice day. You put the stop loss. Do you understand? Put the stop loss and it's good to go. So let's check. So $5. So $5 is what's going to lose if the market, because maybe your account is a very small account. So especially those of you who are having $100, $200 in your account, you need this software to help you and you will trade with ease. Do you understand? You trade with ease. You are just fine trading, following simple instruction. Ours is that we will put you through how to use it effectively. And another good thing is that you have opportunity of support system and all of that. Do you understand? So that is how, like I've said, that this liquidity was swept. So if I take it, I just put the stop loss and then put my take profit to anywhere, right? If I open like 2, 3 positions now, I'll be targeting all of those liquidity. So because I know people ask me, where should I put my take profit? These are the things we now put you through. And but ordinarily, Bekenet software expect you to look at free zone to another key level. So we put you through how to refine and all of that. Yeah. So you can see this a liquidity zone, which is about 198.316. That can be another take profit. Then here in that order. So anything that make it to wipe off all of this liquidity down to this point, then the market will travel down so much. Ladies and gentlemen, so this is Bekenet software. It's not hype. We just show you the simplest way of trading this financial market. I don't know what you will look for where if you are not maximizing Bekenet software. It's so massive. It's so powerful. I'm telling you, this is not a hype. I'm just telling you fact and figures of this Bekenet software. So ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to me wherever you are connected from or you are watching this oh, I even forgot my my trade. So wherever you are watching us from, you want to chat with us, you want to ask questions, you can chat with me on my phone number on WhatsApp. So I may not take call. +234, all right, +234 90 470 44998. It pains me that I didn't send this signal to my community this morning. Quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Seriously, this is quite unfortunate. I actually was busy anyway, and then I already said that this market, and now even as small as it is, already $63 profit. Oh my word. God forgive me. My people will not get the signal. Now, so although in the morning I was supposed to have entered gold with that to refine the gold movement. Look at it. So I'm already $72 now. Just small position, 0.05, one position. It's already $75. Now, so how do I go about it? This is 15-minute time frame. So if we go to like 5 minutes, for instance, you can see gold. Gold has been going up. So let me go to my 1 hour first. Gold has been going up since this. So it was due for correction, though. And then the correction was not forthcoming. So if you look at gold here now, let me take this. Okay, so let's just take like this. This is how I trade. So it may be an interest for you. Maybe that will aid your Bekenet software too if you subscribe and all of that. So what I first do is to go into my weekly time frame. So weekly time frame, and what do I do there? So I quickly go, okay, I think this was even done. All right. So, but I want to redo it. So let's go and then remove all drawing. Okay. So this is what I do. This is gold. All right. So this is gold, right? So just want to show you, but it has been bullish and it has continued to be bullish and all of that. So what do? I just go and change to line chart. So, and I mark my area of interest. So for now, maybe this one will just be on top. That is where presently the market is, right? So let me just, you may not know how I set this one, but you are going to learn. You can use your line. So I just draft it up. Okay, I change it to black because I want to use weekly differently. Now I clone and then look at other area of interest, maybe here. Do you understand? So I take that again. Wow, $95. This thing. This is painful. It's annoying me that I didn't send it to my people. This is not good. Shit, this is not a good one. And I'll just do over busy. I'm not happy, man. My people are supposed to be flowing in this milk and honey that is riding now. So I just want to pick all of those points. So it may not be as fantastic as your trading view setup, because the few data here, it all depends on when they start computing and infusing this data into this place. So you have to understand. All right, so let's take this. Okay, I think we have a place here that is important. Or we'll just put it here. So daily can take over these other ones because definitely you are going to have, okay? So I just want to prepare this one on ground. And then I change it to another color. Okay. So I now go to daily time frame. All right. So you can see why Bekenet software signals are powerful. It works based on key levels. Based on key levels. So full purely price action, no indicator, and key levels. Do you understand? So that when the market got to those key levels, you respect them because this is a turning point for markets. This one I took close anyway, but no problem. Yeah. So that's one of the good thing about Bekenet software. So you are purely trading. So I don't see anyone here again. So let's just leave this one this way, whatever it is. So no problem. Okay. So let's go. So I now open my line chart into candlestick. Okay. So I now open. Oh my word. I beg your pardon. This was not shared. Ah, 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 ah. This was not shared. Okay, you can listen to the voice note. So what I did, as if I was hiding the secret from you, I'm sorry. So what I do was to do zone by zone of my key levels, right? So this is like weekly. That's the roof of the market. Now, so this is the daily time frame. So all of these key levels are daily key levels, all right? All of these are weekly, okay? So now the market is like a rejection at this point. Okay, so the market has rejected at this point. So I expect the market to return down, to whatever. So, but let's watch what happens. I found an entry already. Why? Because probably maybe I go to 4 hours. Now, when you go to a lower time frame, it's not that you stay there to be buy and sell. If not, you will lose when the market has actually changed. Now you can see 4 hours candle. This is massive, an engulfing candle. If this candle closes the next 2 hours, which is still far, engulf like this, that would be too crazy. But you can now say that, okay, gold probably should travel to this point. That's 3744.3 and all of that depending. But another thing you can now find in the interim is I can find this point, or I can use it as like this, box this point here to be where you probably expect gold to come back to and bounce again, if it's going to bounce. Now I'll go to my 1 hour. Sorry, this is a refinement, and then go to my 1 hour. You'll see the market. Now you probably will ask me, Felix, how did you enter here? I didn't even enter on time because I was busy, right? So it will like go to like lower time frame, 15 minutes, 5 minutes to see a kind of market movement, because you already say, okay, this is a rejection tentatively, right? So if that's the case, going to 5 minutes was going to give me a kind of refinement. All right. So 5 minutes give me a kind of refinement, but that was so choppy anyway. So this is a high, and then this is a low, this is a high, this is a low, another high probably here, and this is a low. So we have this one is like a rejection. So if that's the case, this one was totally rejected. So that means I was expecting that if this reject, and even I was expecting that the market supposed to still bounce back. Do you understand why? Because here, say high. Now, this one created like a rejection at that point. So I expect that as the market come down to this point, okay, and then create a kind of market structure shift. All right. We don't speak all this jargon in Bekenet software. Key level price action. You give, we move. So then I expect that the market should from here bounce to come back here and look at what I should be targeting an imbalance here. So this is supposed to be the imbalance that I should be selling. Okay. This is supposed to be the imbalance I should be selling. So you can see sometimes the market can leave you behind. So this should be the imbalance. And so what I did was that I already saw that the market had been struggling, and then the rejection was obvious, and the market was obvious to give us whatever. So I just entered small position and expecting the market to now return back to this point. But unfortunately, it didn't return back. It just continued to move. And what happened? At that point, you saw sign of weakness. The market start having multiple weeks up close candle. So that's another point of entry after this massive engulfing. And then so down, yeah, it swept this liquidity. We expect a bounce. It didn't bounce. Where it is now, it has swept this one. So probably it may want to bounce. So I need to take part of my profit. Okay. So this is a liquidity point. So markets tend to reverse from a liquidity point because after sweeping all and all of that. So after this, move that back to this point. So this is another candle ring theory. So market move, and then you expect this probably. And so what do? I can just go to my market and do like this. Go and click partial close. All right. So I can just take two. Quite fortunate, and I close. I've taken some profit. And so what do I want to do now? The simple thing I want to do now is to trail my stop loss. So you can see the market is going to move up from here. So I trail my stop loss. So how do I go about that? I just click here, and probably where do I want to trade the stop loss from? Actually above this range candle. That is 3849, something like that. 3849. 3849. So you see it's still going to give me $10. No problem. So I now click on confirm. I let it be. All right. So I just allow it to be. Let him have a nice time. And then, so if the market, of course, could not do what is expected, then what happened? The market continued. And then when I come back, maybe to say ultimately, all of these point are liquidity zone. So ultimately, when the market is down to this point, I will now be closing the trade, depending on what it bring out, as it were. So, ladies and gentlemen, so if you are trading and you are not using Bekenet software, can I say you are wrong? Yes, I'm free to say you are wrong. Seriously, you are wrong, because Bekenet software is something else. It's out of this world. Yes, you heard me right. Bekenet software is out of this world. It's amazing. I can't lie to you. It's super, super amazing. Bekenet software is man, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to call it, because it simplify everything so you trade with ease. So I'm not saying you should not know how to do market analysis yourself, but this is a leverage. Something is already doing it for you. Why do you can see where we say it, because what we did here was a probability. When the candle has not closed, you can say this, but I just took profit, right? And then the market is back to 50 something dollars again. I took part of it. If not by now, maybe we 90 something dollars. But that's not a bad deal. You have booked a profit. Any trader that take the profit on the table never go broke. Ladies and gentlemen, these are more of the reasons why we encourage people trade with ease. Don't stress yourself in trading. That's where we recommend Bekenet software for you, so that you can maximize profit. There are so many signals, notification that I have now. So to say I don't have signal, no, you don't need to. Imagine how much you need to subscribe in a month, $100, and you have so many access. If you want to subscribe on Bekenet software, you have access not to the signal alone. We train you, we show you a lot of things, we teach you, even the technical analysis you want to learn, we still teach you. We still give you additional signal. Yes. And you can build business around Bekenet software. If you want to build the affiliate, we still show you how to use Bekenet software to build your affiliate marketing and all of that. We still show you how to use Bekenet software to build your brokerage rebate system partnership. We show you a lot of things, because this is a powerful solution, right? It's amazing. So look at the comment section. There's a link there. Register on Bekenet software. Go to the WhatsApp +2349047044998 +2349047044998. WhatsApp me and I put you through. As you register, I'll put you through. Now we have good package for you. Discounts available for you once you register now with us and all of that. Okay. So we use capitalxtend. Check the link, register, and let's ride together. Thank you very much. Do have a nice time. Bekenet software, Plan B Express, together we rise. Have a nice time and bye.